It's your girl Javy, High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2023. Welcome to the end of summer. For all the, I don't even, like, how did we get here? Like, how is it already Virgo season? It feels like this year has really flown by. Maybe I say that every year, but goodness gracious. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpio. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, we clarify every card that comes out in the Patreon plunge. Also, there's the Virgo season astrology video, and that's going to have all the intricate dates of the astrological transits. Now, there is something interesting, because when I leaned into your energy, I started working out. I did 75% of my workout, which is why I'm starting this reading at 1 a.m. I then got hiccups, which stopped immediately as I started filming. I was like really worried about it for a second. And it just feels like you're in this familiar yet optimistic place. There's something about, like, you have the drive, you have the energy. It's like, I got time today. That's how it feels. I got time today. Your ruling planets are in, I feel like, they're in earth signs. So I do feel like there is, like, movement. Yeah. Public success and recognition. There's movement forward in your 3D day-to-day, like, tangible life. Things are moving forward successfully. I feel like also, like, you have the eyes, you have the time, you have the energy, you have the ears to hear in regards to how to, like, improve things. Mars, one of your ruling planets, is in Virgo, so your critical eye is enhanced. Your ability to, like, get shit done, your ability to, like, see through the bullshit, your ability to just, like, it's deeper than just analyze, execute. There is a mastery that I feel like you have access to, a boost of energy. Mars likes being in Earth. And your other ruling planet, Pluto, is retrograde, but this Pluto retrograde, he's hung out in Aquarius for the first time since the 1700s. He's back with you. I mean, he's back with you. He's back in your comfort zone at this point in Capricorn, which is darkness, the initiation of darkness. And you're getting ready to move to a place, Scorpio, where, like, come the end of 2024, life is going to be very different for you. There is a huge, monumental, like, movement shift. There is a huge transformation. This is a general reading, so the way that it just comes in is just like, you don't know life like this. Like, how it's about to be, you don't know life like this. So please hold on. Please allow yourself to endure the ending of this part of your life where you were just it's like purified by darkness, initiated into, like, darkness. And I feel like now there is this, like, initiation into light. Your ruling planet's going from the devil card energy into the star. So that says plenty. Oh, Pluto's like, oh, you talking about me? So, all right, hydrate, light it if you got it. As I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2023. Baby, let's go. All right. I just heard action. I never know so easy. Action. I never know. I don't know what the fuck this is. You think you are so fine. I don't know. Action. A. Your ruling planet Mars governs action, ambition, drive, how we express our physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And you're going to be asked to analyze that, to refine that. How you express that energy needs to be refined by way of action. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. It's time to do different things. It's time to spread your wings, babe. It's time to explore. So, for Scorpio, I feel like they're multiple coming out at once. Like they're all going to come out at once for some reason, but try not to make assumptions. Predictions. Let's see. I'm going to be representing Three of Wands flipped over, but didn't come out. So are you thinking about turning your back on something? What have you set in motion? What harvests are ready to reap? I just cut the deck and saw the Death card. You're showing up. You're coming. You're moving forward. But I'm telling you, there is some sort of transmutation of energy, a profound ending. The transference of your focus from one place to another. Interesting, Libra got this. First card out is Strength reversed. And it came, wow. Okay, y'all. Strength reversed, 8. 8 of Pentacles. And then on the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. And then the 8 of Cups. And then, okay. I thought, oh my gosh. Okay. All 8s. You're hopping timelines. You're hopping out of this old cycle. I'm telling you, Pluto and Mars are, that's how I felt like. It's like Ganesha energy. Like there is a movement. I'm taking these 8s. 4 8s. Final card, final message. I told you they were all going to come out at once. I knew that. That's weird. Final card, final message. I was like, multiples are coming out. Strength reversed is like, yo, are you feeling tired? Are you feeling drained? I told you nobody was having the hot girl, hot boy, hot person summer this year. All these, the way that these retrogrades are set up right now, and Venus retrograde in Leo is really having everybody like soften. There is an act. Hey, baby. Hey, okay, we can do that. We can do that. We can work with that. Bottom of the deck is 5 of Cups. And that makes sense because the Strength reverse is here. And so I feel like some of you are just fucking exhausted. Some of you made a decision and it's like strenuous. There have been strenuous repercussions to something. But underneath the 5 of Cups is the 10 of Cups, baby. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is reversed, which is a 10. Capricorn energy is helping you really get to like what's going on with like your cycles and the shit that started in your childhood and the stuff that like this like the way that you think that like your lot in life is supposed to go. There is this like very specific leveling up going from Capricorn to Aquarius. I do to I know. I'm all in the plunge, sorry. Not, well, you ain't sorry, but bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups to the 10 of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed is like, hey, you've been down bad. And it's been a lot. It's been fucking 15 years of you fighting your way out of this. You walking around or dealing. And it's funny that I have, it's like this heavy cloak here. But then the meshness of my shirt, it's like it's lightning. Or it's lightening. Like the opacity of it is lightning. And then it's funny because these are lightning bolts. Okay, the synchronicities. All right. Okay, I feel like we're on the right path. Things, it's like the pain of it, the intensity of it's like it's not so dense. It won't be so dense. 11-11. Okay, guys. Okay. 4 fucking 8s and the Ace of Pentacles. There's been a lot of emotional conflict, and that emotional conflict needed to happen because these cups needed to spill. Whatever infidelity or insecurity or issues or drama with the friend group, whatever issues had been going on with this Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, I feel like it's like you have endured your 12 hours of darkness. You are really learning how to shed and deal and process the density or the intensity from this so that you can double it, make $1 out of 15 cents. You can really start to like appreciate the rainbow because you've endured the fucking rain. And there's this emotional bridge to cross that I feel like you finally, it's funny, it's like, that's how, hold on. It's like there's this river and then there's a bridge to cross into harmony and peace and stability and family life and all that, like Leave It to Beaver shit that you may want or may not want. But I just feel like there is this new cycle of happiness and stability and fulfillment that's coming in. But it's like your ego had to get wrecked. There was something here. I feel like also like your ego or the way that you talk about yourself, the way that you had been like your lens that you've been looking at the world through. I also feel like in Virgo season there's been like, be careful of like burning yourself out. Be careful of overworking. If you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Check your health. The doctor's going to let you know what's up and work on it. Don't be stubborn. Don't do the fucking stubborn thing. And center of the reading is the 8 of Swords. It's time. And I feel like for too long, this has been your comfort zone. I don't know. It's hard. Why does this always happen to me? It's so restrictive and blah, 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 blah. Like, why can't I break free of this? And it's just like there's just been so much about like looping in your mind. I just feel like some of you have really, really, really struggled with a lot of self-limiting beliefs. A lot of like, I want to say like self-hatred, like self-loathing. And I just feel like you finally are getting out of the place where you're not focusing on like the narrative and not caring so much about what people think. You're not trying to control everything. You're learning to have a healthier understanding of what control is. I say it all the time. All we control is what we voluntarily put into our bodies, whether we react or respond, and what we do about our intentions. Everything else is outside of our jurisdiction. And there is something here about like, it's time to check on your health. It's time to prioritize your health. It's time to like, if you're feeling low energy, if you're feeling burnt out, or if the passion is gone or something of that nature, then it's time to put work in it. It's time to rebuild, to try again. There's a lot here. Goodness gracious. Okay. So some of you, first thing out to be clarified on the selenite throne is your relationship to your ego and your relation, like what has you feeling weak, or what had you feeling weak? Have you turned your back? Sorry, have you turned your back to it yet? There also could be something like shifting with like a father figure, a baby's father, someone with Leo placements. Maybe there is someone named Leo or something like that, but there could just be something, something like off, or like I just heard a misdiagnosis or something of that nature. But there is something here with like your heart, access to your heart. You may be feeling heart palpitations. You're probably drinking too much fucking coffee on an empty stomach, or not nourishing yourself enough. I also feel like some of you are starting to learn or see the like cycles that have been perpetuated, that were initiated by your grandfather, or initiated by like the father's bloodline on some level. And I feel like you're like the sins of the father, the weight of the father, or there's something about like an ailment or an issue that maybe your father had that you are now having to face, or that you're working on or trying to improve. I feel like if there is someone with Leo placements, something is off with them. I feel like there could be there may be just issues with like lack of confidence, lack of courage, a lack of direction. Making decisions really quickly. You also may notice, are you being controlling? Are you being a brat in some sort of way? Are you like, can you take constructive criticism? Can you like, can somebody have an opinion without it like being the end of the world for you or something? You know, there is just something here about like check your ego, or how personal you're taking things. All this shit is real and all of it's fake at the same time. So do your part to find that happy medium. And you can do that by way of like initiating new cycles and understanding like the loops in your life. It's time to put work on in getting out of this place where it's time to put time, energy, money. Maybe that's therapy, maybe it's a session, maybe it's a massage session, maybe it's a class, but you can't just stay looping in your mind anymore. You can't stay stuck on this thing anymore. Maybe there's somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is siphoning or requiring a lot of energy from you. But I just feel like you're in a place where you're turning your back on these outdated behaviors. It's like you do it scared, you do it anyway, you do it like going for it. There's a lot, that Leo energy, I feel like really, Mars being in Leo and then going into Virgo and then it being Leo season, I just feel like there's a courage that has been initiated in you. And that courage is like, hey, it finally is not so terrifying to look at your flaws, the ways that you hold yourself back, the issues with your work ethic, the lack of direction when it comes to, maybe this isn't for all of you, but like some of you, there's something about like a lack of direction, you know, and this is not all of this is for everybody. To eat the meat, leave the fucking bones, baby. Like, but there is something about, you know, some of you really struggle with like direction in life, struggle with like how to be of service, what your particular brand of service is, how to be more independent. And I just feel like there is some sort of an outlet or something that you're discovering that could provide some sort of influx of ambition. But ultimately, I see you getting free. There is like freedom from some sort of stagnant, stuck, icky mindset or person. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that's helping inspire you to move towards like experiencing newfound stability. I feel like a dream, a goal, a mission, an idea felt so far away, but now all of a sudden it's so much closer. There's some sort of like influx of resources or influx of energy and influx of good health. If those of you, if you start off Virgo season not feeling well, you end Virgo season feeling much better. And it has so much to do with your relationship to how much sunlight you're getting. I feel like a lot of you are vitamin D deficient, even though it's like 100 degrees outside, you still somehow vitamin D deficient. And so if you're not going to go get blood work, just go ahead and take my advice and take the fucking vitamin D. You can't overdose on vitamin D. I was like, my mind couldn't figure out if I wanted to say you can't OD or overdose. You can't OD on vitamin D. Some of y'all, make sure that you're not ODing on toxic vitamin D, that kind of D. So be careful of that. There may be someone with a big ego, got a big ego, such a huge ego, but I love his big ego so much. It's like 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep. I just feel like there is a breakthrough in your habits, a breakthrough in your patterns. Virgo energy is going to do so well for you. And I feel, or it's just going to do you so right. There's just something here about you see what you need to work on. There is like a clarity of, hey, that's what's been fucking with me all this time. This could be a diagnosis. This could also be, like, finally we know what this is. Finally I can pinpoint this thing. Finally I can move forward. And you move forward towards this new chapter of aliveness, of stability, feeling taken care of. Like there's ease, there's comfort. 2222 is on the clock. And so there's a bit more mastery that happens once you get out of like the doom and gloom and start to like let the sunshine back in. Some of you, it's like you're immersed in, it's like if you're always listening to sad music or always listening to, you know, or watching sad things, or always, if you're like surrounding yourself with negativity, you're like creating this echo chamber where that's all that can be reverberated back to you. And so there is something here about like, are you denying light access to you? Are you denying? I also just heard, I want to like what you do. So there's something here. This is a Hiatus Coyote song. I want to like what you do. I want to like what you do. There's something about, I feel like you've seen someone's true colors. Scorpio, you have the X-ray vision. You are a walking lie detector test. For some of you, your dad lied to you about something, or this Leo lied to you about something, or you're struggling with emotional control. Are you flying off the handle? Are you being a fucking brat? Are you being a tyrant? Are you embarrassing other people? There could be just something here about emotional control, and you need to figure out how, or impulse control, and it's time to work on it. No more willful blindness. These binds are way too loose for you to stay stagnant and stay in this position. And so there is this getting out of this comfortable, for some of you, it's like you've been in this position and it's comfortable now. This feels like the Libra video, which Libra and Scorpio at one point were the same thing. So there may be other messages for you in the Libra video. But I do feel like there's something here about, also, I like the red, like the red garments that they're wearing here, and then the red garment that they're wearing there. And so there is this like unlocking, unblocking of the mind. And that's the thing. If you stay here, baby, If you stay here, you won't even be able to grab this. You won't be able to see that it's there and even get excited to like rip you out the plastic and act brand new. You know what I mean? You won't be able to even know that it's coming if you stay in the willful blindness. So no more lying through life about what you know you need to get done, or what you know you need to address, or what you know you need to change. I feel like in some sort of the way, the divine has been like, yo, here's your fucking sign. It's time to get a hold on something. Get a hold of your attitude. Get a hold of your ego. Get a hold of these control issues. Get a hold of your fear. Get a hold of whatever has you feeling weak. So that you can start harnessing, so you can start persuading, working with people versus working against people. Y'all saw how much I shuffled, and I can't believe that Strength Reverse came out again, because that, I feel like Strength showed up in Virgo's reading too. So I feel like the Leo energy is carrying over a lot. What will be going into Leo next? Lilith is in Leo right now. What's in Gemini? Nothing. We got a while till we have a Leo stellium. Or did we already? Anyway, rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. That's how this feels. I hate to quote that, but that's just like too accurate. Rip me out this. Rip yourself out of this. Out of this, so that you can see the blessings, this new job, new opportunity, new money on the table, so you can see what's in front of you, what's coming. And you can see what direction to go in. Some of you may be moving. Some of you are doing a lot of traveling. There's maybe money coming in to travel. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in to visit you. Let's start from the top real quick. So Strength reversed. Also, there could be just something shifting with your cat, or you have to spend a lot of money on the cat, or maybe some of you are getting a new cat, or there's like a change, like an outdoor to an indoor, indoor to an outdoor cat, something of that nature. I do feel like there is just an end of a grieving period, and that grieving period ends once you start to realize, and remember, Scorpio, you are an agent of change. You're represented by the Death card. You are metamorphosis, change, profound endings. You are all that shit embodied. And you have the all access pass to the deepest, darkest depths of this shit. And you've been there for you've been there since 2008. Not been here per se, as in everything's all doom and gloom, but you've had a profound access to darkness since 2008, and I just feel like there is this profound access to light that's coming in, and I'm ready to see it, and I know you are too. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.